Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I'm a full-time reseller since 2022, selling off and on since 1999. And I know a lot of you would rather focus on higher dollar items. Some of you like seeing a mix, but I like to once a month put out a video with our highest selling items for the last month. It's been about a month since I have put one out. So today, everything I show you sold for over $50. A lot of these I only paid a few dollars for. So definitely stuff that you want to keep an eye out for. If you want higher sales and more profits, this is the video for you. All right, we are going to take a look at our highest sales on eBay over the last 30 days. All of these, again, sold for $50 or more. I am going to tell you where I bought them. I will tell you how much I paid, and I will tell you how long they took to sell for. So if you see these while you are out sourcing or you happen to have them in your death pile, pick them up, get them listed because they're selling right now. First up is a Walt Disney Classic Collection WDCC Pinocchio's Geppetto Goodbye Son figurine. This one sold for $64.99. I paid about $5. It is over a $50 profit. I picked this up in an online high bid auction. It sold really fast. I will tell you there were two other pieces that kind of went in conjunction with this. If you find all of them, they are worth quite a bit more. Now, here you can see we did have the certificate of authenticity as well as the box with this, and this one was a really good sale. And next, this is a vintage signed Taxco sterling silver Mayan calendar charm or pendant. This one sold for $64.99. I paid about $5, so it's a little over a $50 profit. I will tell you, not all of the Mayan calendars sell this high. It really depends on that design there in the middle. This one does say Pelota. It has the warrior in the middle. Here on the back, you can see the TC. That is a Taxco mark, as well as Mexico 925. And this one was a great sale, and it sold in about 2 months. So it took a little bit longer, but not too bad. Next is some more jewelry. This is a gorgeous vintage Art Deco rock crystal necklace. People ask me how you can tell the difference. When you look through the rock crystal, when the sun hits it, you will see rainbows. That is one way to tell the rock crystal apart from glass. This one sold for $84.49. The buyer actually bought 3 or 4 pieces of rock crystal jewelry from me. I did pay up for this. I paid about $20, so it's about a $45 profit, and it did take about 3 months to sell, so it took a little bit longer. Here you can see it is a shorter 16-inch necklace. Absolutely beautiful, and I definitely would recommend picking up rock crystal if you come across it. Here is the first pair of Danskos you will see. Again, if you do not watch my Cat's Treasure Hunting channel, watch it. I picked these up thrifting for only $3 a pair. You are going to see multiple of them in this video that have sold very fast. And when I say that, I mean under a couple of weeks. So these are Francine Wedge studded mule clogs shoe. It does not say the name inside of them, but I did use Google Lens to find that. These sold for $65, well over a $50 profit. And again, you are going to see more of these. You can see here on the bottom, these were not worn. I believe they were worn to try on. That is it. There is just not enough wear for these to have been anymore. And this was a great sale and very, very fast. So watch out for Danskos. Some of the nursing shoes might take a little longer to sell, but the clogs are typically a little bit faster selling. There are also going to be a few of these in here. This is a J. King's Mine Finds. This is a sterling silver pink opal necklace. This one sold for $64.99. I paid $20 for this one on an online auction. So it's about a $30 to $35 profit. And here you can see we take multiple pictures, and one with the link. There is the DTR 925. They are marked China if you are wondering what to look for those J. King pieces. And some of them take a little longer to sell, but the majority of them for me sell very, very fast. Next is this vintage Zuni carved picture jasper. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous jasper and turquoise ram. It is a carved fetish piece. This one sold for $97.49. I am about $5 into this, so it is over an $80 profit. Sold very, very fast. Picked this up in an online auction with some other carved fetishes, and they are something I absolutely love picking up. I love Native American and Southwestern. So if you come across any Zuni carved animals, definitely, if you can get them for a good deal, pick them up. This is one of my favorite pieces I have found. It is a really cool 3D Mexican folk art. The frame is hand carved. The picture is made out of different media. And this one, I accepted a best offer of $75. I paid $10 for this at Junk in the Trunk, which is like a giant yard sale here in Florida. And it is over a $50 profit, and it sold really, really fast. And here you can see it's about 11 inches by 8 inches, and very, very quick seller. If you see unique stuff, definitely, if you can pick it up for a good price, I would say take a chance on it. Next is some lace. This sold for, I believe, $78 on an offer. And this one, the roll says there were 268 yards. This one sold in under a month. I am less than $1 in. It is well over a $60 profit. It is just a thin pink lace trim. And watch out for vintage lace. It can be really, really good sellers. And you actually, I didn't even see here, you can see the color there is tropical peach. So if I would have noticed that, I would have put that in my title. Just a little side note for you guys. This toucan set I showed in one of my regular what sold videos. This one sold for $64.98, but it took 3 years to sell. I only paid $5 for it at garage sale. It's about a $50 profit. I probably would pick it up again. I said that last time. I'll say it again. It's a super, super cool set. I'm not sure why it took so long to sell. Cute little covered creamer, as well as the sugar and the pitcher. And yeah, so unique, but it took a long, long time to sell. Here is another J. King Mine Finds turquoise bead necklace. It does say 21 inch. It is faceted beads. This one sold for $84.49. I paid $20, so it's another that's about a $45 to $50 profit. I got this from an online auction, and again, that heart with the J. King. And there is that DTR 925. That's what you're looking for if you see these pieces. And this one sold in under a month. This one is going to be where I tell you, if you have stuff laying around your house you're not using, list it. We accidentally ordered 2 of these for our laser cutter, and it'd been sitting in my house for months. I said, you know what? It's too late to return it. I'm going to just list it. It sold for $90. I think that's about what we paid. So essentially we just got our money back. But it was sitting around the house, and it's money that I didn't have, and I couldn't get a return because I let it lay around the house too much. So if you have some stuff laying around the house you are not using, especially if it's new, I would say list it. Next is this gorgeous vintage rock crystal necklace. This went to the same buyer as that first one I showed you. This is absolutely gorgeous. It is graduated in multiple places, so it goes smaller to bigger all the way throughout the necklace. Sold for $84.49. Again, I paid $20 for this one, so it's about a $40 profit, and it did take a few months to sell, but absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous piece of vintage jewelry. Next are these antique Victorian glass knobs. These are super cool. Pick these up in an online auction. I paid, I believe, $15 to $20 for these, so they're about a $40 to $45 profit. They actually sold in under 2 months, so pretty fast. Here you can see pictures of them up close. Watch for these vintage glass knobs. They can be really, really good money, as well as drawer pulls. Definitely something to keep an eye out for. This brand is one I was not familiar with. This is Main Lion, a set of 4 bamboo dinner avocado plates. They were made in Italy. They are octagon plates. They sold for $84.49. I got these with my designer boxes, so essentially no money into these. They were kind of a bonus thrown in. So they're about a $70 profit after fees. I did see here on the back, so originally they were $110 when they were bought. I checked comps. I didn't see a ton, so I felt that $84 was a fair price. And these sold in about a month and a half, so they didn't take too long. But if you see brands you don't know, especially if they're made in Italy, I would definitely look them up. Next is this J. King Cheruite, beautiful, beautiful purple beaded necklace. This one sold for $97.49. I paid $20, so this one's about a $60 profit. I do comp each of the J. King necklaces that I find. This is another online auction buy. Again, there is that heart to keep an eye out for. We did have the original pamphlet with this one. It was a great sale, and it sold in just a couple of weeks. All right, if the sticker didn't blow your mind a couple of weeks ago, maybe this will. This is a set of playing cards that sold for almost $100. We actually still have another set of these. I am about $4 and they are over a $75 profit, and they are vintage Lisa Frank playing cards. Here you can see the box has some wear from age, but you can see that the cards are actually sealed. It did have a little set of stickers, and these sold in about a month to a month and a half, and we still have another pack left, and they are an amazing, amazing profit. Watch out for Lisa Frank. The signature you see here is from the late 1980s to 1990s, and typically that stuff is very collectible. Next is a Pier 1 Imports charger plates. Somebody bought 6 of them for a total of close to $80. We have essentially zero cost into these, so it's about a $70 profit. We are running low on these. They actually have sold very, very well. We've had them about 3 months. You can see we have sold 24 from this individual listing, and this one was a great sale. Watch for charger plates, especially if you can identify where they came from. This sale was close to $160 sale. Our cost in is about $16, and it is well over a $120 profit on these boxes. They did take 3 months to sell. You can see we have sold 7. We do still have 9 available. And here you can see the pictures. If you happen to come across empty Hermes or other designer boxes, I definitely would think about picking them up if you can find them for a good deal. Next is this vintage Aquascutum beige trench coat, made in England. It is pure lamb's wool. I picked this up at the thrift store for $15. It sold for $130, so it's close to $100 profit. It's sold very, very fast. So you can see here the lining is viscose. There is a pure lamb's wool tag. There is the size as well as the date. And here again, the 100% pure new wool. And this one was a great sale, sold very fast. Watch for coats and jackets because they can be very, very valuable. Here is another set of the Pier 1 Imports charger plates. So we offer them both as singles as well as lots of 10. So the last one you saw, they only wanted to buy 6. This one was a set of 10 for $130, actually sold international and all profit, so about $100 profit. And you can see pretty simple pictures here. And again, these are selling very, very well. Up next is another pair of the Danskos. I, again, paid $3 each for these at the thrift store. These are Sally is the name of them. Again, I found that out by using Google Lens. These are Mary Jane's. They are burgundy and black clogs. They sold for $77.99. I only paid $3 for these. They are over a $60 profit, and they sold in only a couple of weeks. Now, here you can see the photos of them. Again, I don't think any of these Danskos were worn that I found. I think there was one pair that I thought had been worn, but the majority of these are in excellent, excellent condition. Very fast. So watch for the Mary Jane style of Danskos because they are good sellers. All right, this is another pair. It went to the same buyer. These sold for $64.99, same $3 buy cost at the thrift store. These are Harlow was the name, and these are about a $50 profit after fees. Here you can see the photos of these. Look at the bottoms. These are absolutely immaculate and really, really great sale. Very fast, sold in under a week. Up next is this gorgeous vintage Navajo. This is a turquoise and sterling silver ring, size 7. Or size 9, sorry, size 9, sold for $162.49. This is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous turquoise nugget ring. Here you can see the back of it. This one I bought from an online auction. I did pay up for this one. I paid $40, but it's still close to a $100 profit, and it sold in under a month. If you know me, you know I do not do electronics very often, but I am trying to get more higher dollar items. So when I saw this in an online auction, I comped it. It looked like it did well. I only paid about $10 for it, so it's about an $80 profit after fees. And this one is a Yamaha KXW392. These are really easy to look up if you are seeing them at the thrift store or an online auction. Just put that model in on eBay. And this one actually had the cords, it had the remote, which does increase the value. And this one sold in under about a week and a half. This one was a pretty fast seller as well. This one I showed in one of my regular what sold videos. We did accept a best offer of $150 on this one. This is a rare BMW M-Power Red Racing duffel bag. Got this with the designer boxes and the household stuff. So essentially no cost, well over $120 profit. Here you can see the only place it said that BMW M-Power was on the zipper pull. So if you see a bag that looks nice, definitely check out the zipper pulls. Make sure they're not marked like this one was, because otherwise I probably would not have known. And this one was a great, great sale. Up next, this was close to a $200 sale. You can see here they bought 5 of these. Our cost in was $20. This one was about $140 profit. These are Hermes. These are pretty small, 8x8x4 gift boxes. They sold to a buyer who has bought other boxes from us as well. We are getting low on the Hermes boxes. We have sold quite a bit of them, and this, we only had the 5. They bought every single one we had, and this one sold in about 3 months. This is another one you probably saw in one of my what sold videos if you watch the regular ones. This is a Navajo handmade rug, vintage 1920s, 1930s. I did pay up. I paid, I believe, 20 or 30 in an online auction. And the only reason I got it so cheap was because it had these stains here. So this one was pretty stained. You can see we did put C in the title. And here you can see the different photos of this one. I don't know if the buyer maybe was going to try and get those stains out, but this one was a great, great sale, and it sold very, very fast. Up next is this Indian Motorcycles leather vest, 2X embroidered. I did put bike logo, a lot of patches. This one I took an offer of $175 on. I picked this up at the flea market for $40. So it's about $100 profit after fees. And here you can see we do the measurements. It's got the cute little look, Grumpy Old Bikers Club, Prisoners of War, as well as the Indian Roadmaster patch, Department of Defense. Really, really cool patches on here. And this one was a great sale and a great pickup. And again, I picked this up at my little local flea market. I was surprised to see it there, but happy I found it. Here is the back. This is just a really, really cool vest. And it was a great sale, and it took a little over a month to sell. Next is another item that I got with the designer boxes. This one, again, I figure no cost on that stuff because I essentially was paying for the boxes. This was an IKEA Aplaro chair. It sold for a little over $100 on best offer. So it's about an $80 profit for me. We did use the pictures from IKEA's site. I do not do that often. You can get, kind of not necessarily in trouble, but they might take your listing down. But I did not want to take this chair out of the box. So we did use their photos, and this one was a great sale, and it sold really fast, which surprised me. Next is a Chanel jewelry box, and they actually bought 2. So this one was $130 sale. We paid $4 each for the boxes, so it's over $100 profit. These are really nice jewelry boxes. They do have the little camellia there on them. And you can see here inside, this has like a suede little necklace holder. Really, really nice boxes. The Chanel jewelry boxes, most of them sold out really fast, but these higher dollar, bigger ones have been taking a little longer, and we've had them about 3 months now. Up next is a lamp that took forever to sell. This is a rare 1950s Royal Doulton porcelain figurine England dual lamp. So I got this on an online auction. I only paid like $10. It was really cheap. You can see we do show it working here. It is a beautiful, beautiful Royal Doulton, one of his ladies. And here you can see the base. And it took forever. I don't know that I would pick up a ton of lamps because I'm not overly knowledgeable about them. But this one was over $100 profit. But again, it did take a couple of years to sell. If you hear my chickens, they are going absolutely crazy, and they are right next to my shed. So you're not hearing things. They are being very noisy right now. This is a rare PDP Disney Kingdom Heart. This one was never open. This was actually left in my rental house, and I looked it up and saw what it was worth. So no cost into it, but there was a lot of damage done to my rental house, so we will put it towards that. Here you can see the photos, and here was the tag. Great, great sale. This one sold in under a month. I don't know that there are that many of these out here, but this one just happened to be left behind in my rental house. All right, this was a highlight of one of my what sold videos a week ago. This is a single sticker that sold for $259. Absolutely crazy. Single sticker. It is very, very small. It is less than notebook size. I am $4 in. It is over a $200 profit. Sold in a little over a month. Watch for Lisa Frank. If you find these solid big sticker sheets, definitely pick those up. This one was a great sale. This is our top sell of the last month, and this one was also in my regular what sold video. Here you can see this is a new Louis Vuitton monogram military tab keyring. It did sell for $325. I am less than $5 into this. It is well over a $250 profit. Sold very, very fast. I highly doubt you will find these. This was bought from an individual buy. But if you come across Louis Vuitton keychains, do not think they are not worth anything, because even the keychains are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And this one was a great sale, and the highest sale of the last month. All right, that was everything. I hope you enjoyed. That is all of our high dollar stuff. Let me know what surprised you the most, because I'm sure there were at least a couple of things in there that might have caught you off guard. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you find these videos helpful. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Share with your friends if you think they would like them. And I will see you on the next one.